Hello students, how are you all? This is Anju, your English teacher. Today we are going to read a lesson from our supplementary reader. The name of the lesson is A Tale of Two Birds. Okay, so I'm going to read it. Listen very carefully for the pronunciation of each and every word, and then you are going to read it by yourself. Okay, so let's begin. The Tale of Two Birds. A mother bird and her two young ones lived in a forest. The mother was killed in a storm, and the young birds were separated from each other. Each found a different home. There once lived a bird and her two newborn babies in a forest. They had a nest in a tall shady tree, and there the mother bird took care of her little ones day and night. One day there was a big storm. There was thunder, lightning, and rain, and the wind blew down many trees. The tall tree in which the birds lived also came down. A big, heavy branch hit the nest and killed the bird. Fortunately for the baby birds, the strong wind blew them away to the other side of the forest. One of them came down near a cave where a gang of robbers lived. The other landed outside a rishi's ashram a little distance away. So there was a time when a bird lived with her two baby birds in a tree, and a big storm once hit the city and that killed the bird, and the baby birds were separated from each other. One landed outside the rishis ashram, and the other one where the robbers lived. Days passed and the baby birds became big birds. One day the king of the country came to the forest to hunt. He saw a deer and rode after it. It ran deep into the forest, followed by the king. Soon the king lost his way and didn't know where he was. He rode on for a long time till he came to the other side of the forest. Very tired by now, he got off his horse and sat down under a tree that stood near a cave. Suddenly, he heard a voice cry out, "Quick, hurry up! There's someone under the tree. Come and take his jewels and his horse. Hurry, or else he'll slip away." The king was amazed. He looked up and saw a big brown bird on the tree under which he was sitting. He also heard faint noises issuing from the cave. He quickly got onto his horse and rode away as fast as he could. Soon he came to a clearing which looked like an ashram. It was the rishis' ashram. The king tied his horse to a tree and sat down in its shade. Suddenly he heard a gentle voice announce, "Welcome to the ashram, sir. Please go inside and rest. The rishi will be back soon. There's some cold water in the pot. Please make yourself comfortable." The king looked up and saw a big brown bird in the tree. He was amazed. "This one looks like the other bird outside the cave," he said to himself loudly. "You are right, sir," answered the bird. "He is my brother, but he has made friends with robbers. He now talks as they do. He doesn't talk to me anymore." Just then the rishi entered the ashram. So the one bird that lived outside the rishi's ashram had become very polite, and the one that lived outside the cave where the robbers lived had become same like them, the robbers. What does that mean? The person is known by the company he keeps. If you live in a good company, you'll become a good human being. If you live in a bad company, you'll become a bad human being. Okay, so let's continue our story. "Welcome, sir," he said to the king. "Please come inside and make yourself at home. You look tired. Rest for a while. Then you can share my food." The king told the rishi the story of the two birds and how each had behaved so differently, though they looked so alike. The forest is full of surprises, he said. The holy man smiled and said, After all, one is known by the company one keeps. That bird has always heard the talk of robbers. He imitates them and talks about robbing people. This one has repeated what he has always heard. He welcomes people to the ashram. Now come inside and rest. I'll tell you more about this place and these birds. So, kids, your personality will always reflect the company you keep. If you're in a good company, if you stay with good people, you will become like them. If you stay in a bad company, you will adopt that nature. Okay? Hope you have understood this story. Read it by yourself and mark all the difficult words. Thanks for watching.